Okay, hello everyone. This is Rafat El Arair from the Islamic University of Gaza. This is advanced grammar. In this online session, we need to do two things. Number one, I want to listen to you. If you have any question, any problem, any suggestion that we can sort out. And the second thing, I already posted a list of questions, sample questions for your next week's quiz, and for the final quiz in 2 or 3 weeks. We'll go through them and try to answer these questions. I'm already recording this online session, so those who couldn't be online can watch this later on. I'll upload this to YouTube and post a link to both Moodle and our Facebook. Again, I want to remind you that each week we have to post a diary, a personal diary of about 300 words. Now, before you post the diary, you have 1 week to write 300 words. This is not something difficult. You need to post this online on Moodle and on the Facebook group. But most importantly, you need to post this on Moodle. Now, the question here is that when you write the question here is, when you write your diary, please try to apply the rules of grammar we discuss each week, each time, each class. Gerund, use gerund. Infinitive, use infinitive. Sentence structure, vary your sentence structure. Passive, use passive. I want you to use every week, every time you write a diary, to use all the rules we already learned, because this is understanding and using English grammar. It's not only about memorizing the rules. We want to use the rules in our everyday English. So far, I'm happy with your progress. I can see that you are improving. If you compare your first diary with the last one, you too can see how much progress you have achieved. But again, remember, before you post anything, try to check for spelling. Remember, no spaces before punctuation marks. Remember, you can't connect main clauses with a comma, because the comma doesn't connect. This is a problem we need to get rid of. Okay, so please, if you have any question, do ask before I go through the sample questions I already posted on Facebook. Ahmed says he has a question. Go on, please, Ahmed. Yes, the time is yours.
Okay, hello, Doctor. Hello, everyone. I just have a question. Why we can't post the diary on the Moodle?
No,
We
you
have
can't.
to write it. No.
Say again. What? Say again.
I can't post the diary on the Moodle.
You can't?
Yes.
I think you can. That's your problem. You have to sort things from your side. There is no excuse if you don't post them on Moodle. Everybody can post on Moodle. If you have any problem with Moodle, you need to go to the IT guys. You need to fix this yourself.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, you post it as a text. Right, it is telling you to copy the text and Control-V and paste it on the Moodle. Just make it as a text.
I write it on my mobile, not on laptop.
You still can. You can highlight the whole text you already wrote, and you copy paste it on Moodle. It's not going to be difficult, Ahmed. Maybe Raid can help you. You can contact Raid for help. Raid is always there to help. Thank you, Ahmed. Any more question about the course, about the grammar, about anything, about the exam next Wednesday? Okay. Anyway, we can begin now, so we can save time. And while doing this, if you have a question, you can either write it, type. You don't have to speak. You can write it, or here in the chat section, or you can just unmute yourself and tell me what question you have. Now, okay. Okay, so this is the file. I already posted this on Facebook and on Moodle. These are very important questions. They will be in your exams. But more important than the questions is understanding them, knowing how to do things and how things are done, how to answer these questions. Now look at this. In each sentence, in each question, there is actually one sentence, basically one sentence. And this is very interesting about these questions. They don't include 2 or 3 sentences. And remember, a sentence is a group of words that begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. It could be a simple sentence with one main clause, or a compound sentence with 2 main clauses connected with a fanboys, or a semicolon, or a complex sentence, or a compound complex sentence. Now, if you have a question like this, all you need to do is to trace the subjects and the verbs and to see what's missing. If you look at the first sentence, I'll do 2 sentences, 3 sentences first, and then give you time to try to answer. Now, Thomas Eakins studied not only painting. If you look at this, Thomas Eakins is the subject, studied is the verb. So there is a subject and there is a verb. Not only painting, blank, anatomy, when he was training to become an artist. When he was training, this is also a subordinator. This is a complex sentence, and then a subject and a verb, was training. This is a complex sentence. So if you say Thomas Eakins studied painting, not only painting, space, anatomy, when he was, there is something between painting and anatomy as things you can study. And if you focus, look at not only, you know, there are these conjunctions, paired conjunctions in English, where if you use one, you have to use the other. Okay? If you use one, you use the other. You say both, and, from, to. Neither, nor. Either, or. What is not only's friend? Some of you are typing. Okay, you're saying, many of you, oh, good. Many of you are saying be. So not only, but also. Very good. Not only, but also. Look at this. If we remove not only, Thomas Eakins studied painting, it should be what? Can you complete this? If we remove not only, no, don't forget about the choices. Thomas Eakins studied painting, anatomy. Very good, Mariam. Painting and anatomy. Thank you very much. Now the second question, look at the second question. The Democratic Party is older than the other major American political party. If this sentence here is a simple sentence, the subject is the Democratic Party, is the verb, and then this is the predicate, the completion of the sentence. Now there is a comma here. Always pay attention to the comma. Pay attention to the commas and how things are punctuated. Now look at the choices here. We need to do something to eliminate. You know, this is answering by eliminating. Elimination معناها جماعة الاستثناء. إذا ما عرفتش الإجابة الصحيحة, if you don't know the right answer, try to get rid of the answers that you know are wrong. طلعوا عليا. طلعوا على سي هانا. بيقول it is the Republican Party. سي خطأ. واللي بيعرفني عارف إنه سي بالنسبة لي تعتبر أسوأ خيار. لأنه لو حطيت C, if you choose C, it means you connect 2 sentences, 2 simple sentences by a comma, and the comma doesn't connect. Remember I said early in the course, this is probably the most significant piece of information. The comma doesn't connect. So C is wrong, and D is wrong, because also there is a subject and verb. So the Republican Party is, هي خطأ يعني, the Republican Party is what? Is something. Even if it's correct, the Republican Party is, you can't connect 2 sentences with a comma. And A is also wrong. Some of you are saying A is wrong because A has 2 subjects actually, which is a subject, and here kind of the Republican Party can be a subject. So 2 subjects, no verb, this is wrong. The right answer, some of you said B, yep. The right answer is B. Now, look at this. This is significant. Today's lecture, I already posted it on Moodle. I'll be recording it and posting it, uploading it to YouTube today, is about this significant issue here. Originally, the sentence here is, which is the Republican Party? Which is adjectival clause? Which is the Republican Party? Making this a complex sentence. Now, sometimes we reduce the clause, we turn it into a phrase. In order to do this, we need to delete the subject and delete the verb. ما ينفعش تحذف الفعل لحاله أو الفاعل لحاله. You need to delete both of them. So the right answer here is definitely B. آخر جملة بعدين نسمع منكم. Although نشوف although this is a complex sentence. Although topology is the youngest branch of geometry. There is a subject, topology. There's a verb is here, and this is the completion of the sentence. This is the dependent baby subordinate clause. بعدين حط لك كوما بعدين قال لك is considered. There is a verb, which means what's missing here? We are missing a subject. انتبهوا للمعلومة المهمة. If you start a sentence with although, you can't start the second clause with but. ما ينفعش تقول احنا بالعربي هيك كثير بنشوفها بقولها. Although he was tired, but he played well. Wrong. You say he was tired, but he played well. Or although he was tired, he played well. The same thing. You don't say because he was absent, so he failed. He was absent, so he failed. Because he was absent, he failed. So this is definitely wrong. Same with, you don't say so with although. You don't use it with however, because again, although means however. You don't do this. So the right answer, almost all of you said, the right answer is C. It is. Now notice this. If you want the right answer to be D, look at this. If the right answer is D, this is the sentence. Look at this. No although, okay, no although, and semicolon, however it is. Or if you don't want to use a semicolon, full stop, capital H for however. So this way you can use however. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'll give you the time, the chance to try to answer the questions that follow. Number 4, quickly. Yeah, a volunteer. Who wants to do number 5? Number 4, sorry. Anybody? Should I do 4 too? Type paint is used to protect wood. لاحظوا الجملة, it's completely correct. We need to add something to the sentence that doesn't change it, doesn't change its meaning, doesn't change sometimes its type. احنا تو حكينا انه not only should be used with, you know, paired with, not only but also, or as well. Not only, not only, not only. We don't have but also or as well. So A, B, and C are incorrect. Paint is not. So you're saying it's not the only substance. يعني معناها ليست المادة الوحيدة. So paint is not the only substance used to protect wood. Number 4, number 5. And I want somebody to read. Can you do number 5, somebody?
Yes, I can.
Okay, go on, sir.
Martha Garn, of the pioneers of modern dance, didn't begin dancing until she was 21.
Okay.
I think the answer is A.
The answer is A. طيب خليك معايا يا أحمد. Anybody, do you agree or disagree with Ahmed? You can type. Everybody else? Do you agree or disagree with Ahmed?
Maybe C.
Was 1? No, well, not B.
Maybe 2. Maybe a B. She was.
B, she was? No, not B, not C, and not A. So definitely it's It's C. Look at this. Martha Graham is the subject. The verb for Martha Graham is didn't begin dancing until she was 21. Okay. ماشي. الآن after Martha Graham there's something here in the middle. What is missing usually if you use this, if you separate the subject and the verb, if you add something between the subject and the verb, it's either a clause or a phrase, a modifying clause, a modifying adjectival clause, or a modifying phrase. بمعنى أقول Martha مثلا the teacher who always carries an umbrella. فصار عندنا صفة who describes Martha and it has to have, who is a subject, it has to have a verb. فwho here number one is not correct. ليش؟ لأنه أول حاجة it's missing a verb. ما ينفعش تقول Martha Graham who was, that was, etc. اللي قال دي غلط دي. ما ينفعش تطلع كيف تقول. أول حاجة تفصلش لو كانت فعلا Martha Graham was one of the pioneers of modern dance لحد الآن صح بدون الكلمة الأولى. أبو didn't إيش نسوي فيها؟ Where is the subject for didn't? The same thing with B. B is wrong because you don't, ما فيش connector هنصل عندنا two sentences not correctly connected. Martha Graham was, she was one of the pioneers of modern dance, didn't begin dancing until she was 21. It's incorrect because there are two main clauses that are not connected properly. So the right sentence, the right answer is C. Originally, look at this. Originally, this was Martha Graham. This is how you say Graham. This is silent. Can you mute people? Can you mute? Okay. Originally it was Martha Graham, who was one of the pioneers, etc., 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 didn't, etc. So this is a complex sentence. This is an adjectival clause. Now, the adjectival clause can be, this clause can be turned into a phrase by deleting the subject and the verb to be. The subject is who, by who, and the verb here is was. So it becomes Martha Graham, one of the pioneers of modern dance, did not begin dancing, etc., etc. And this is when you say, for example, what's his name? Donald Trump, who is the president of the United States, is dumb. You could say Donald Trump, the president of the United States. احنا عندنا في العربي شيء قريب منه المصدر المؤول والمصدر الصريح. الرجل الذي يحمل الطفل، الرجل الحامل الطفل. You say again, the man who is carrying the baby is my friend. This is a complex sentence, beautiful sentence. This is an adjectival clause. The man who's carrying the baby. The main sentence is, the main clause, the man is my friend. Now you can turn this into a phrase by deleting the subject and the verb from the complex, the subordinate clause. بتصير كيف طلعوا؟ It's beautiful. The man carrying the baby is my friend. It's beautiful. It makes your language even better in many ways. Next. Can you do the one next? Number 6. Okay, so again, the trick is look for the subject, look for the verb, and see how things go from there. A group of shakers. This is probably a subject, but there is no verb at all. بعدين قال لك كما. بعدين قال لك settled around Pleasant Hill, Kentucky in 1805. Settle is the verb. So what are we missing here? We're missing a subject. We're missing a subject. Okay. So give me a subject here. Which one is the right answer? Anybody? D, B, C, B. Many different answers. طيب شوفوا معي. Members of a strict religious sect which this has two subjects. ما ينفعش احنا قلنا we need one subject here. Remember which and who can be subjects. Whose members الآن whose members of a strict religious sect settled around the Pleasant Hill Kentucky in 1805. لسه في الحالة هذه لازلنا بدنا فعل a group of shakers and we don't have a verb here extra. So we need one subject. اللي قال دي طلعوا على دي يا جماعة كمان مرة ما بينفعش تحط دي لأنه شايف الفاصلة هن the comma between a group of shakers and where. في نفس الشيء في الحالة هذه في there is another verb. So if you say a group of shakers were members of a strict religious sect settled غلط لازم تصير which settled without the comma. Okay. So the right answer is C. طلع ايش اللي صار عندنا؟ Members شوف كمان هي الكوما سكرناها we end this with a comma again. A group of shakers members of a strict religious sect يعني طائفة دينية متطرفة هيك معناها sectarian settled around the Pleasant. Again, originally the sentence had a clause that we turned into a phrase. Originally it was a group of shakers who were members of a strict religious sect سكر الكوما settled in Pleasant Kentucky. لأن إيش اللي بيصير عادة لما يكون عندي أنا في الأفعال هذا لما يكون في عندنا verb to be في ال complex sentence اللي هي who which أنا verb to be إذا أنت حابب بدك تحذف التنتين يعني تغير أسلوبك to change your style to make it even better. This sentence is 100% correct. لما في الطلاب الشاطرين بتلاقي ايش بيسوي؟ بقول لك انا I don't want to keep repeating myself. I don't want to overuse who, which. So what do? You turn the clause into a phrase. هذه موجودة في محاضرة اليوم، موجودة على المودل، حرفها على يوتيوب اليوم. بتصير هيك. This is correct 100%. This is correct 100%. But I love the second one because it's brief. It's laconic. طيب عشان الوقت يلا نمبر 10 اللي عنده طوشة يعمل ميوت. Number 10. Can somebody do number 10? Number 10. اللي بيعمل number 10 بيكون فاهم كل الكلام اللي احنا اشتغلناه في الشهر اللي فات.
Can I?
Yeah, go on, please.
In 1791, Quebec was divided into two sections, Upper Canada and Lower Canada, were ruled by elected
assemblies.
Assemblies.
Okay.
Assemblies. They both of them in which both of which.
Which one is that? Which one is?
I think both of them.
Both of them.
B.
Definitely not B.
D.
طلع علي ركزي يا أفنان عشان تفهمي شغلنا. أنا زعلان منك يا أفنان أنت عارفة ليش؟ definitely B is wrong. لانه في الحاله هذه كمان بس والله ارجوكم ركزوا عشان نفهم كل شغلنا كل ملخص الكورس هذا in this question. Quebec was divided into two sections. هذه الجمله بنسميها simple sentence. مظبوط؟ مظبوط ولا؟ subject verb. بعدين لو افنان قالت both of them were ruled هي كمان simple sentence. في الحاله هذه ايش عملت افنان؟ She connected two simple sentences, two main clauses with a comma, which is wrong. You don't connect two main clauses with a comma. The comma doesn't connect. The comma is not a connector. So this is definitely wrong. Same thing applies. ايش الجملة الخيار الثاني خطأ زيها؟ مين يقول ايش في خطأ؟ في جملة خطأ خيار خطأ تماما زي
Both of which.
Thank you very much. Also A is definitely wrong. فاستثنينا التنتين. فالآن what is the right answer؟ طبعا ما فيش عندنا حاجة تستخدم حرف الجر in هنا. We don't need the in preposition هي ما فيش فعل بياخده. D is the right answer. حتصير both of which وهذه أسئلة أسألتكم عليها وجدتكم في الامتحان وموجودة عندكم في المادة. Both of which. إيش الفرق بين both of them و both of which؟ both of which في subordinator. لكن them مش subordinator. لذلك في الامتحان هذه الجملة غلط. مثلا I bought two books, comma, both of them were expensive. This sentence is wrong. It's definitely wrong. طب كيف تخليها صح؟ واحد أكثر من طريقة. بغير them ل which, both of which. طب إيش الفرقات؟ إنه them is not a subordinator, it's not a connector, but which is a subordinator. It makes a complex sentence. طريقة ثانية بغيرها بحط بدل الكوما semicolon because the comma doesn't connect. طريقة ثالثة بقول full stop وببدأ capital B. صحيح. طريقة رابعة إذا هذه كلهم صح except this one. طريقة رابعة بقول coordinator and both of them were expensive or something like this. Okay. طيب هذه المعلومة ممكن ألخصها لكم أبقى بسرعة. When you begin sentences with negative expressions like not only, never, rarely, scarcely, barely, you know, you use a question form, subject verb inversion. كمان مرة. When you begin the clause with not only, any negative expression, never, not only, barely, hardly, rarely, scarcely, وراهم تماما you have to use a subject verb يعني a question form. تكتبها subject verb inversion يعني بده يكون عندك الفعل auxiliary verb قبل. فالإجابة الصحيحة هان في 11 إيه كأنك تسأل سؤال. This is not a question. We use R, we move R before the subject because of the negative expression here. طيب 13 علامة اللي بيعرف 13 وقول لي ليش. Okay, quickly, we have 5 minutes only.
Can I?
Go on.
Diamonds, which are a form of carbon, has been known since the late 18th
century. طيب اقرأ الجملة كمان مرة فيها خلل يا
D.
Diamond.
خلل diamonds.
I chose the diamonds, which are a form of carbon, has been known since the late 18th century.
Definitely wrong. خليك معايا يا أحمد. شايف الكومة هذه؟ بدنا إلها أخذ، ما إلها أخذ. It doesn't have a sister here. الجملة هذه بيجوا مع بعض لما يكون two commas when you add a parenthetical statement. يا بتستخدم two commas or no commas at all. فwhere is the other comma?
Because demons are a form.
طيب ماشي كملي اللي قالت. أيوة مين؟ Because diamonds are a form of carbon
has been known since the late.
ليش؟ has طب has needs a subject. Where's the subject for has؟ مش احنا بنقول because Ali was late he missed the class. You can't say because diamonds are a form of carbon has. بدنا subject. ودي برضه نفس الشيء. A بينفعش A. لما تقول diamonds are a form of carbon has، وhas وين الفاعل تبع has؟ diamonds plural اصلا. ف you don't use one subject two verbs. الإجابة الصحيحة بتطلع C. هذه من أجمل structures that you can use in English. Beautiful structure, rare, not many people use this, but it's really a beautiful thing to use. طلع كيف بيصير structure. That diamonds are a form of carbon، كلها هذه subject بنبدلها ب it.
Doctor, what about the first answer, diamonds? First choice.
والله تسكر الباب. Okay. So this is what we call that clause. When you say that Ali will be promoted, this is all one. It's a noun clause here. That Ali will be promoted. كأني أنا بقول it. That Ali will be promoted is a rumor. يعني كأنك بتقول it is a rumor that Ali will be promoted. So the right sentence is C. That diamonds are a form. كيف بدي أنا أعرف؟ كم مرة يا جماعة؟ يعني even if this is difficult, you need to eliminate the wrong answers. So if you use A is definitely wrong. Diamonds are a form of carbon, has needs a subject. B, because diamonds are a form of carbon, has still needs a subject. Diamonds لما تقول diamonds which are a form of carbon، نفترض فيكم مهان يا أحمد، ما ينفعش تقول diamonds has. It should be diamonds have. Because diamonds is plural. So the right answer is C. بدي انزل انا عشان الوقت، بقى لنا 3 دقائق. I'll go down to this form question. والله تنتبهوا لانه السؤال هذا مهم وما مرش عليكم الطريقه هذه. Very very important form of question. فصحصحوا شويه. This is an error analysis type of question. ايش يعني error analysis؟ يعني each of these sentences, each one has one mistake. احنا في الاسئله اللي فوقها ايش كنا نسوي؟ نختار الاجابه الصحيحه. Choose the right answer. مظبوط؟ We choose the right answer. لكن هان ايش بنسوي؟ We choose the wrong answer. لكن الجمله طلعوا علي في الامتحان. انا جبت لكم في الكويز الاول. ايش في الكويز الاول جبت لكم؟ كله true false ولا لا؟ مظبوط؟ متذكرين ولا نسيتوا؟ So the first quiz had statements you decide true or false. لكن هذه الجمل بسهل عليك انا. في عندك 4 كلمات او فقرات زي هان عليهم ايش؟ تحتيهم خط. وحطيت لك انا على الشاشه عشان اسهل عليك جنبهم A B C. عشان تركز للامتحان هحط لك الحرف بعد الكلمه مش قبلها. الان انت بدك تختار الشيء اللي فيه خطا مش الشيء فيه صح. كمان مره the error analysis is where you find. مش مطلوب انك تصحح. الامتحان كله مش مطلوب انك تصحح. You're not supposed to correct, but it's good to know. It's good to try to correct what you have here. So what I'm saying is that you read the sentence and you again trace the subject and the verb. فلما نقول dolphins lack dolphin subject lack verb صحيح. Vocal cords but they have a large old organ called melon which with they can produce a variety of sounds. فذي بتعود على dolphin صحيحة. كان وراها infinitive صحيحة. oil filled adjective صحيحة. المشكلة عندي وين؟ في C. انتبهوا للمعلومة المهمة هتجيكم في الامتحان كتير. when you have which أو whom حرف الجر بيجي قبلهم مش بعدهم. The preposition comes before which before whom. بقول both of whom to whom with which from which to whom. Okay. طيب number 2 مين يقول لي وين المشكلة؟ quickly you have 1 minute quickly سهلة هذه quickly. طبعا إذا فصل هذا خلاص الله يعطيكم العافية. مين كتب طبع إجابة؟ which مالها which مريم؟ which is for things not people. وأنا بتكلم على brothers. So very good. The error is in A. الأصل تكون the Ringling brothers were five brothers who built a small group. Very good. طيب 3 بسرعة.